When crime takes over the city of Gotham, the Dark Knight is watching from the shadows. He emerges from the shadows and brings order to the chaos unfolding in Gotham. Batman has come across several villains that have infested the city. The infamous clown prince, the Joker, the genius supervillain, the Riddler, his childhood friend turned enemy Hush, Harley Quinn, the Penguin, Poison Ivy, and many other supervillains are very well known to Batman fans. With his strength, training, and technology, but mostly money, the Caped Crusader always finds a way to defeat the villains, but usually lets the law do its business. But there is one such villain who made Batman want to deliver justice himself, that one guy who infuriated Batman and made him lose his calm. Stoic MO? No, it's not Joker, not Harley, not Clayface, not Two-Face. In this video, we will explore the most obscure and minor foe of Batman, the Sewer King. He appeared in just one episode of the Batman animated series, but has still managed to turn into one of the most menacing villains that Batman has had to face. Sewer King, the most evil Batman villain. The Sewer King is a sewer-dwelling villain who carries a staff, has alligators for pets, and has an army of homeless orphan kids. I repeat, an army of homeless orphan kids. He exploits them and uses them as pickpockets for his benefit. He made his appearance in the 6th episode of Batman the Animated Series, Season 1, titled The Underdwellers. The episode aired in 1992 on Fox Kids. The Sewer King is a man who was an orphan and was shunned by society. Being struck by poverty, he started living in the sewers. It doesn't have any other known name as he was residing there. He befriended and trained the alligators to be his pets. After a while, he started kidnapping the homeless, poor, runaway kids who were mostly orphans. He manipulated them into thinking that they too were unwelcomed by society like him, and that he was the only one who would care and provide for them. In exchange for food, shelter, and teaching them discipline, he exploited them and manipulated them. The children used to dress in green capes, making them look like leprechauns.
Hurry up! Hurry, 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 hurry!
The rules and punishment under the Sewer King. The Sewer King had a bell that he rang whenever he wanted all the kids in one place for the teaching time. His teachings were the rules that stated that all kids were to remain silent at all times. They were all supposed to go and steal things for him and his pet alligators, whom he referred to as his pretties. Whenever one of the kids broke his rules, the Sewer King would punish them by locking them inside a room with bright lights for a few hours. As the kids became used to the darkness of the sewer, their eyes were sensitive to the light. Once, when a boy whom he called Frog did not return on time and went missing, he refused to give food to the other children unless he was found. The children used to work underground in the sewers, digging and sewing their green capes, which they were supposed to wear when stepping outside on the streets. Without any sunlight, proper treatment, and healthy food, they all looked sad and malnourished. Such was the fear and torture of the Sewer King that they could not even cry when they hurt themselves, while working as the Sewer King would punish them for breaking the silence. Batman's first interaction with a leprechaun. At night, outside a building that seemed to be full of high society people, the rich upstanding types, a woman was looking for a taxi with a purse in her hand. Behind her was a dark alleyway where a small figure with green clothes was hiding, eyeing her. Suddenly, the small green person jumped, grabbed the woman's purse, and ran away. The woman shouted for help, but the leprechaun got away. As the police officer was trying to understand how the woman could see a leprechaun, Batman passed by them, chasing the thief. Interrupted by the police officers, Batman lost the thief but kept thinking about the leprechaun. The next night, when the Sewer King ordered his army to go to the streets and get some good things for him and his pretties, Batman reached the location where he saw one boy in green. After looking for a while, he got a hold of him and assured him that he was not an enemy. Batman took him to his home in the Batmobile and ordered Alfred, his butler, to take care of their guest while he tried to figure out what was happening in the sewers. Batman versus Sewer King. After spending a day at Batman's house, the boy was to now help Batman in solving the case. He took him down the sewers into the place where the rest of his friends were working. On seeing him, the kids were happy. Batman was enraged after seeing so many kids living in such poor conditions as minions of someone. He then went and rang the bell, which brought everyone to the meeting place, including the Sewer King and his pet alligators. When his alligators were defeated, Sewer King ran away and Batman chased after him. After falling into the drained water full of his pretties, the Sewer King survived. Then, when Batman saved him from a train passing by on the tracks, he survived again. Batman was so furious with him that when he captured the Sewer King in the end, he was tempted to deal with him on his own by killing him on the spot rather than leaving it to the law because of what he did to the children. This was a rare action by Batman, who was a rather calm vigilante. Eventually, the Sewer King was handed over to the Gotham City Police Department, and the orphans were rescued from the sewers by a whole team of rescuers. How dangerous is the Sewer King? We are the underdwellers, we are the silent ones, we follow the invisible creed. Sewer King said this statement while addressing the children during their meeting, where he wanted to reiterate his teachings and to punish the boy who broke his rule by making a sound. He dispersed the meeting by reminding the children that he was their king and they needed to go out in the streets to steal and bring everything to him. Sewer King wears a red-brown cape, carries a staff while walking, and only has one eye, the other hidden behind the glass he wears. Having grown up in poverty, he has made the sewer his home and alligators his pets. His alligators are so loyal to him, even when he falls into the water, they help him out of the water instead of harming him. His rough life has turned him into a ruthless villain. In the name of sheltering and providing for children like him, he runs a child slavery racket, depriving these children of every basic need that they require. The Sewer King shows no mercy to these poor kids and yells at them every chance he gets. He claims to teach them discipline by asking them to remain silent and listen to every command of his. The children are manipulated into believing that they are unwanted by everyone and that this is the only place that they belong to, hence working as slaves to get shelter and food. He also teaches them pickpocketing so the kids can bring him the stolen items. When a boy goes missing after Batman rescues him, the Sewer King orders that no child will get any food unless the boy is found. He often manipulates them with the guilt that he is providing them with so much in the world. They are unwanted, but they are still being disrespectful to him. The kids are terrified of him. Sewer King's alligators, his ruthless and terrifying behavior, and no sense of mercy for anyone makes him a dangerous villain. Despite not having any special powers and technology, he uses his intelligence and mastery and discipline to manipulate and terrify the children as well as tame the wild alligators. His survival skills in the sewer also helped him to a great extent. He is the original underdweller who creates an entire army by targeting the right group of people. Making children his slaves and keeping them in such a situation can only be done by a heartless person who does not fear or care about anyone but only himself, and doing all of it single-handedly without any superpowers or support is what makes him even more terrifying. Marvel's verdict. The villains of Batman have always left their impact on us, the fans, and so did the Sewer King. After being dismissed by society, he was exploiting the children like him for his selfish wants. Somewhere around in his middle ages, he must have been doing this for many years and has collected a large number of kids working for him as slaves, making them work as his manual labor. As he silenced the kids in the dark sewers, he made sure to mark his territory by painting "Beware the Sewer King" on the walls of the sewers. The Sewer King seemed to be based on two characters from classic children's literature. One is Captain Hook from Peter Pan. The irony is that Hook was scared of alligators, as it was responsible for a hook in the place of his arm. The second character is Fagin from Oliver Twist, a crook who used to teach children how to steal. Other than his only appearance in the animated series, Sewer King also appeared in DC Comics issue 52, number 25. He was one of the crime lords of Gotham, but his screen time was less and he was already killed. What makes Sewer King terrifying is that he abused, tortured, and enslaved children without having any special powers. Even though he had very little appearance in the DC universe, he still left his mark as one of the evilest villains of Batman. I would have loved to see more of this ordinary villain who still managed to have a strong impact on screen with his presence.